let's get one big round of applause. Very proud day, no doubt about that. At this time, I would like our American Sign Language students to come to the stage. And then I'd like to invite our audience to please stand. Gentlemen, if you have a cap on, please remove. As our Lapeer West Symphony Band, under the direction of Mr. Dan Hunt, performs the national anthem. And our sign language students will be signing it. Great job once again, Mr. Hunt with the Symphony Band. Thank you so much. And Mrs. Hanson with your sign language students. That was tremendous. Thanks, Kristen. Welcome to Lapeer West High School, class of 2014 commencement. Prior to starting our ceremony, I'd like to introduce some of the special guests we have on the stage with us this afternoon. It's my pleasure to recognize our school board members, President Mr. Mike Keller, Vice President Mr. Gary Oyster, Secretary Mrs. Peggy Bush, and trustees Mrs. Denise Becker, Mr. Mike Nolan, Mr. Jonathan Nugent, and Mrs. Wendy Byer. Also joining us on the stage is our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Matt Wander. Next, I want to recognize the Lapeer West staff members who are joining us in the commencement alongside our graduates today, especially our staff in the back, who is here, never to take a back seat, but that's where they're seated. We have Ms. Mary Hasslinger as well, Mr. Aaron Shin, and Mr. Mike Smith in the back. Now let's get on with the show. Each year in schools across America, we celebrate commencement. Let's have a seat. I'm sorry. I don't want to go blah blah on you here. Not yet. Each year in schools across America, we celebrate commencement. The graduates, now I can say sitting before you this afternoon, are being recognized for completing a long and difficult journey. And even as these graduates face a new and largely unknown set of challenges in their futures, our focus for the moment is on this celebration, recognizing Lapeer's best and brightest. These indeed are our nation's leaders for the future. At this time, I just want to share a few words. And I know, graduates, it's like sitting in a class right in the first thing in the morning. You're not hearing me. You're hearing the old Peanuts cartoon teacher. I understand that. But just try to listen. This year, I've got 7, what I want to say, life suggestions. Last year, I had 5. This year, I've got 7. Things that you'll be able to, as you move forward, you'll be able to maybe at some time reflect. They're not in any specific order, but here they go. Number 1, connect with yourself and discover your magnificence. That's right, I said your magnificence. Each one of you has something to offer. And I think you sell yourself short sometimes, but you have something to give. Get to know yourself and love yourself for who you are right now. Each of you has something great inside, so discover that. Number 2, Mr. Nowak at Baccalaureate, and we had a few people there, but he made a statement there which I totally agree with. He said, make a vision board or write out your goals. You have to have goals written out. You have to have something to be held accountable to. If you've got them written there, all of a sudden they're a little bit more, I guess, important because now you have to face those. Getting clear about what it is you really want is the best starting point. But confidently sending out to the universe your positive desires, you're putting yourself in motion to succeed. Jot your goals down. 3rd, surround yourself with people who will lift you up. Find an awesome support team to help you throughout life. You have so much strength within. As I said, you've got a lot of magnificence. But it's always so helpful to have wisdom and guidance from your peers. Get rid of the negative people in your life. You determine how you want to approach the world and your life. Control what you're able to control. And you are able to control the people with whom you want to associate. Number 4, find hobbies or activities that light you up. Find them. Participate in things that make you happy, that feel effortless and inspire you to achieve greatness. Whether it's an activity from childhood that really interests you or finding something new and totally out of your comfort zone, go for it. People need to have something to do to get their minds off their frustrations. Hobbies are great. Find one. Number 5, choose a career or job that fulfills you. Notice I said choose. You've got an opportunity to choose something that you would like to do. You know, my dad never told a whole lot of stuff to me, but he said, you've got to enjoy what you do, otherwise you're going to be miserable. I've been very fortunate. I want you to feel that same happiness that I've felt for 35 years. Continue. Look for that. Don't be forced into a job of drudgery. Number 6, know that you have something to offer. Now that may go back to the first one I said when I said discover your magnificence. Many of us think that there just isn't much we can give to the world. Lose that mindset and settle into the truth that you do have something to share with this world. Own this magnificence and remind yourself of it when you feel down. Do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put all together that overwhelm the world. And the last one, appreciate the people you love and love the people you appreciate. You know, love your parents, love your family, love your friends. You know, they're not going to be around forever. You know, my parents have both passed away, and I can't express to you the pain I feel daily for not having them in my life. Tell your parents how you feel, day in and day out. That's all I've got for you today. I hope that after a bit, as you suffer through this graduation time, actually it's a celebration, but I know you feel you're suffering, you'll have time to reflect a bit on what you do have to offer, about the positive people in your life, about what lies ahead for you, career-wise, and about the people you love. These pieces all form you. Class of 2014, revel in your accomplishment and take the time to thank all of those people that have been instrumental in helping you achieve this milestone. It goes without saying, don't forget your parents, your loved ones, when you're passing along words of appreciation to all who have been influential in your accomplishments. Congratulations. Class of 2014. Now at this time, it is my privilege to introduce Mr. Mike Nolan, who's now a trustee on the school board, to offer some remarks on behalf of Lapeer Community School Board. The great thing about this, in our last year here at Lapeer West, Mike Nolan was a former Lapeer West graduate. So Mr. Mike Nolan.
Good news for you guys. I only have 3 things I want to tell you. As I go through my speech, There are lots of things that everybody's going to try to tell you. Everyone's going to try to inspire you to be great. Everyone's going to try to get you to do things that maybe you've never done, the proverbial stretch. You guys can do anything you want. I'm just telling you that right now. It's up to you. As I go through this, I'm going to draw on the inspirational teachings of a very famous doctor in this country, and I'm going to refer to him several times during the course of my speech, and I want you to keep this in mind. This is a very serious undertaking that you've had. You've fulfilled your serious commitment, but I'm going to go back repeatedly to the words of Dr. Seuss. Everybody, when you started out, you all had either read to or you've read these books yourselves. And why do your parents read to them? Because they're so much fun to read. That's why we read them to you, because we like to read them. But think about the very first book, Dr. Seuss's ABC book. And I want to see if anybody knows this, and please at least make me feel better as I watch you. If you know what I'm about to say, please finish the sentence. Big A, little a, what begins with A? Aunt Annie's alligator, A. I know you all wanted to tell me your report cards begin with A, and I appreciate that. Please allow me on behalf of the Lapeer Community Schools Board of Education to thank each and every one of you for being here to witness this great occasion. Thank you to the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, teachers, administrators, parapros, secretaries, custodians, bus drivers, food service workers, mechanics, coaches, mentors, and everyone else that played a role in bringing you here today. Without you, all of you, these graduates would not be here, and we thank you for helping to support them. Mr. Zeman gave it away. None of you would have had any reason to know that I was a graduate of Lapeer West, but I am. And I want to get something out of the way right now. There is a reason why, arguably, the predominant medical, philosophical, scientific, and artistic breakthroughs came from Western culture. There's a reason why when people in this country wanted to improve their lives, they went west. And there's a reason why when early settlers sought to do things the best and to find a better life, people were often heard to say, "Go west, young man." And there's a reason why I know the city of Lapeer will continue to contribute and be a major contributor to our nation. Because right now I'm looking at 219 shining examples of why West is best. Thank you. It is truly my pleasure to stand here before you this afternoon. What a pleasure it is to be part of this emotional time in the lives of each and every graduate and their families as they prepare to take the next steps. For the class of 2014, I bet that you never thought this day would come. I would be willing to guess that for you, it has taken what seemed like an eternity to arrive at this moment. But I assure you, for your families, it seems like only yesterday that you were taking your first steps or babbling your first words. Time flies, folks. You are now reading novels, blogs, tweets, texts, and treatises, when it seemed like only yesterday that you were having read to you nursery rhymes, fairy tales, and cute little stories that made both you and your parents feel better. And just by sharing that time together. But whether you or your families were ready for this day or not, here you are. You have grown from reading Good Night Moon, I Will Love You Forever, I choke up, and Green Eggs and Ham, into men and women that will change the shape and focus of our world. Yes, you will change the shape and focus of our world. No matter who you are, no matter how you reach this point, no matter how gifted, talented, charming, beautiful, or self-assured you have become, you could not have done this on your own. You are here because of the love, guidance, and support of your family. You are here because you have learned to care and share with and about your friends. You are here because the community in which you live made the decision to care about you and to invest in your education. And you are here because you made the decision to commit to your studies. You made the decision to apply yourselves. And you are here because you made the decision to take what God has given you and apply it. That's all we can ask. But you are here also because either A, someone told you you could, or B, someone told you you couldn't. But no matter the path, or no matter the reason, no matter the obstacles, you are here, and that is to be celebrated. This is your time, so I promise I won't drone on forever. But I'm going to offer a few words that I hope you will keep in mind and carry with you as you chart your new course. Sitting before us here, I know, because you're graduating, that you've mastered all of the complex formulas, equations, and principles that have been thrown at you over the last 4 years. I will tell you that although your educational journey is only just beginning, more often than not, you should remember what you were taught many, many years ago. As you imagine and create your own future, as you move ahead, please take a moment to remember the following things. Number one, labels matter. What do I mean that labels matter? In the 1300s, the term label came about. It's an Old English word that simply means, and you know it, it's something written on paper or on cloth that describes something, that gives a description. It is a simple tool that's been used for centuries. It could be the label inside my suit jacket, it could be the label on a soup can that tells me what's inside. But it also can be a label used to define a person, and that can be good or bad. It's the labeling of people that can be problematic. Once you give people labels, it's hard to see them as individuals. And once someone is stripped of their individuality, they are easy to ignore. An enlightening article appeared in the periodical Psychology Today, yeah, I actually read it, a few years ago that demonstrated the power of words, and particularly that of labels. The studies reported on essentially said that you are or will become what other people tell you that you are or will be. But there's a key, and it ends with, if you let them. The defining difference is the choice that you will make for yourself. Will you be what others say you are, or will you control the message? Will you control what will become, what you will become? It's up to you. So what do? It's really simple. Be yourself. No one could have said it better than Dr. Seuss, who wrote, "Today you are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive that is youer than you." Promise yourself that you will not let anyone define you. The only label that matters is the one that you give yourself. You should decide that you are a winner, a doer, a thinker, a worker, a protector, a difference maker, a leader, a success. Remember that if you think you can't, you're right. But if you think you can, you will. Better to think you can and prove yourself right and be able to look at all of the doubting Thomases out there and say, "I told you so." If you can't or you won't do this for yourself, I'm going to tell you what and repeat what Mr. Zeman alluded to you. Surround yourself with people who will see you in a positive light. You want to be with people who can help you do, not help you don't. The positive influence of others can make all the difference in your world. President Abraham Lincoln said, "I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me, and I didn't have the heart to let him down." That from arguably our nation's greatest president. The second thing I'm going to tell you, another one that's really simple, do the right things, and you know what they are. Go back to the basics again. Treat people fairly and with respect. Let's look again at what Dr. Seuss said. "Today I shall behave as if this is the day I will be remembered." May not sound like much now, but every day people are watching you and judging you. And is this the day that you want to be remembered? Did you do the right thing? This is an easy one if you're willing to try. Lend a hand. A hand up, a hand out. Give a smile, lift a spirit, laugh out loud. Speak out, stick up, defend. Do the best you can for yourself. Be the best you can for others. What you do matters, so it should matter what you do. Here's a real-life example from the halls of Lapeer West High School that I want to share with you. In the fall of the late 1970s, a young man came to Lapeer West from a broken home. His mother had passed away. His father was an alcoholic and an overly strict disciplinarian. I knew this young man. His father would just as soon hit him as look at him. This was not a good environment. He was the middle child with a younger sister and an older sister. Everyone in that family acted on their own, and no one really seemed to care for or about the others in the slightest. As a freshman, this young man stood no taller than 5 feet, and he weighed no more than 90 pounds. On a whim, he decided to try his hand at football. Doesn't sound like a football player, does it? Why did he do it? He wanted to make his father proud. Unfortunately for him, it backfired. His father was not only not proud of him, he was embarrassed. And to make matters worse, he told him so. But he didn't give up. Did he quit? He had every right to quit. Nobody cared. Nobody did anything for him. Nobody was ever there to support him. But you know what? He made it through his freshman year. When he came back his sophomore year, where was he? On the practice field. He wasn't any bigger than he was the year before. But he came back because to him it meant something. He was not going to be labeled a quitter or a loser. Something positive did happen with him. Of all the bad things he went through, he met some friends, people that looked just like you. And those friends helped him. And through his sheer guts and determination to return to the field day after day, his friends got on board. His friends helped him look out for himself. And you know what? He taught his friends to have confidence in themselves. They had his back. They stuck up for him. They were by his side for the rest of his high school career. His friends to this day will tell you that they consider the highlight of their high school career was standing up for this young man and being with him as he made his way through high school. And I'm pleased to tell you I was one of those people. If I ever did anything right in my life, that's one of the things that I did. And that's probably the thing I'm most proud of. As a senior, he'd grown to the towering figure of 5'3". He had grown. He weighed 110 pounds. But he graduated in the early 1980s with his varsity letter on his undersized varsity jacket, and he remained on the football team all 4 of those years. Although he didn't grow much in size, he continued to grow in stature. This kid from a broken home graduated from Lapeer West with hope, because people had watched over him. He developed an ethic where he would do the same for others. First stop after high school, he went into the military. He didn't just go into the military. He became a special operations guy. He was special forces. This guy. He wasn't just sticking up for others. He was defending our country. And if you knew him, you wouldn't feel in better hands than this little 5'3", 110-pound man. When he got out of the military, he didn't stop there. He decided he wanted to go to college. So he went. Finished his bachelor's degree in 3 years. Decided he wanted a master's degree. He didn't get 1, he got 5. 2 of his master's degrees are from Johns Hopkins and the University of Pennsylvania, both Ivy League schools. Upon completing his education, he returned to Michigan and focused his energies in the healthcare professions. And it wasn't long before he had developed a technology that would revolutionize the diagnosis and treatment of sleep disorders. And let me tell you how he did it, because I'm in on his little secret. He went to Radio Shack, and he assembled from parts on the shelves at Radio Shack a technology that is used today throughout the world. He sees things in a different way, and that's the gift that every one of you has. No one sees things like you do. He's an incredible man, a true inspiration, and always will be for those that were fortunate enough to us to know. He's an example of a true Lapeer West success story. So why did I tell you the long story? This young man graduated from Lapeer West in the 1980s, and he would tell you if he was standing here today that the reason that all this became possible for him was because of a few people who took the time to let him know that he mattered. What you do matters, so it should matter what you do. Third and last thing I've got for you. You can be anything you want to be. The choice is yours, and make the most of it. For this point, I'm going to draw on my friend Dr. Seuss one last time. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. So follow your dreams. Follow your heart. Follow the leader or blaze your own trail. Your choices are only limited by you and your imagination. You are blessed that you were raised in a country where still to this day, you can do anything you want to do. You can be anything you want to be, and you can go anywhere you want to go. Dreams do come true. Nice guys don't always finish last, and your words do mean something. And for meaningful words, please accept, and I can't help it, folks, it's an old Irish blessing that I just got to share. May the sun shine all day long. Everything you go right and nothing wrong. May those you love bring love back to you, and may all the wishes you wish come true. The staff and administration of the Lapeer Community Schools and my fellow board members and I look forward to hearing from you, about you, and from you, about where you have gone, what your minds have contrived, where your feet have taken you, and the great accomplishments that you have done. We want to know that this last class of Lapeer West will go down in the annals as the best, because I want to believe that we saved the best for last. Thank you very much.
You know, you may take Mr. Nolan's words at the end about getting back to him maybe not so seriously, but I can tell you the school board, superintendent, they do care about what you feel, what you think, what your thoughts are. And they have a passion for your education, and so let them know. Follow up with that. Take it on. Very good. Thank you, Mr. Nolan. Now at this time, I'd like to invite our Lapeer West Choir under the direction of Mr. Tom Kaiser to sing for us. So they'll go to the risers, and they'll be singing Imagine Dragons, It's Time. You know, the talent of our students, both the band prior to the commencement and the processional, our choir. Then we've got some speakers going to come up and present. We've got a couple singers later. The talent is just unbelievable. So proud of them. Now at this time, I'd like to bring to the stage, gals, could you slide down that way, the four, and we'll have four people. Let's go over here and sit down in the choir area just so you don't have to move up, but let's have Jessica Craig, Stephanie Anderson, Leah Hart, and Jesse Luckett come over here, and we'll have Jesse Luckett come to the stage first. Our first speaker, Mr. Jesse Luckett.
West is known for our pride, strength, and competitive nature. We are anchored in our passion, drive, and creativity. Like the branches of a tree, we reach for our dreams. I am honored to stand in front of you today and congratulate each and every one of you. We have worked hard for this. We should consider ourselves very fortunate for being part of the great Lapeer West High School experience. Today, it doesn't matter if you're the homecoming queen, voted best artist, head chair in band, captain of the swim team, or president of NHS. We are all equals. The friendships and memories we have accumulated over the past 5 years is something we will never forget. From cheering till our throats hurt at assemblies and games to painting up on blue and gold day, to kicking the seniors out of assemblies as juniors, we certainly did save the best for last, class of 2014. We have battled with our dear little sister across town one last time, and we're victorious. This year, we have tormented the sophomores, bragged about leaving to the juniors, and taught the freshmen to correctly walk in the hallway. Today, we say goodbye to our younger friends. We have taught them everything it is to be a Lapeer West Panther. The Lapeer West experience can't be summed up in this speech because it could go on for days. The home of our education provided us with much more than just knowledge. From the halls that echo our laughter, the bookshelves that hide our gossip, and the lockers that never seem to shut correctly no matter how hard you slam it. The art rooms where we can immerse ourselves in our creativity, to our lovely windows that give us light and fresh air to breathe. I wouldn't want to graduate anywhere else in the world, except maybe Hogwarts. This entire experience has been something I will never forget. I say to my peers that I could not have picked a better group of odd, funny, and charming set of people to surround myself every day with. I will miss you all, and no matter where you go, I will always be your friend. I wish everyone a long and happy life. I hope all of your dreams come true and have no regrets, because life will always work out. I would like to say a big thank you to our parents for loving and supporting us over the years. I know we are a pain, but you will miss us, and we might not admit it, but we will miss you too. I would also like to thank our wonderful staff at Lapeer West High School. We couldn't have done this without you. You have watched us all grow from terrified 8th graders to smoking hot, sassy seniors. It was not an easy journey grading our assignments and dealing with our constant complaining, but much to our surprise, we made it. As we enter the great wide world, some of us are scared, but we will never know how to swim unless we jump in, right? I encourage all of us to make mistakes and learn from them, become great people and make something of ourselves, because darn it, we have something to offer this planet. Go to college and study hard. Party only every other weekend. I would like to say the normal cliche that sky is the limit, but it's very hard to breathe up there. As we are all about to go our separate ways, I want to encourage you to never forget your roots. As a common saying goes at West, once a Panther, always a Panther. Thank you. But first, let me take a selfie. No, what's he doing?
Don't be nervous.
I don't know what's going on. Do you have an iPhone? So it's facing us.
I don't know. You know how to make that sound.
I'll take the picture. Well, you have to lift it high. Oh, got it. Yay. Say cheese. All right, do a crazy one. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Justin.
Of course, I would have technical difficulties.
Got it? A selfie gone afoul. Thanks, Jesse. Next, our next speaker, Miss Jessica Craig. Do you have any cameras we have to adjust?
Right. Welcome, students, staff, and families. Again, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jessica Craig. The end of high school is just the start of a new beginning. Today is the first of many great accomplishments that we will achieve in our lives. As the great Ellen DeGeneres once said, follow your passion and stay true to yourself. Never follow someone else's path unless you're in the woods and you're lost, and you see a path. Then by all means, you should follow that. We have come far together, and now we must all go our separate ways. It is sad to think that we were the last class of 8th graders housed in Lapeer West High School, and now we are the last class of seniors walking out the same doors. It seems like only yesterday we were the skinny little 8th and 9th graders fighting with the locks on our lockers, trying to figure out where our next class was, and looking generally clueless to all the upperclassmen. But now we're the upperclassmen, the seniors who sit here ready to graduate and move forward in the world. Yet, at this seminal moment, we can't help but look back and reflect. How do we measure the time that we've spent in high school these past 5 years? In the beginning, we measured it in class periods, counting down the days to eventual freedom. And as the days and weeks passed, we measured it in trimesters, and later in years, as we moved from being the clueless 8th and 9th graders to becoming sophisticated sophomores who thought they had it all figured out. But by the time we reached our junior year, we were confident that we were prepared to take over for the graduating seniors, and that we couldn't wait to rule the school. But now, here we are. Our rule is over, and it's up to the next class to step into our shoes and take over. I know that as I look out at all of you, I will measure my time spent in high school in a much different way. I'll measure it in the friendships that I've enjoyed these past 5 years. Some were casual and others were much closer, but I'll remember each one fondly, as I'm sure all of you will too. And when many of our high school memories begin to fade, that's how we'll ultimately measure the time we've spent in high school. Not in class periods, trimesters, or years, but in the friendships that we've made and the times that we've all shared together. While many of us, including myself, have spent the past 5 years wishing we could be anywhere but here, I'm going to miss Lapeer West and all of the wonderful memories it's given me. Though all the memories were extremely positive, I wouldn't trade my time spent at West for anything in the world. Because at West, I found a second home, and within it, a family. I am thankful for the years I've spent with this family, for everything we've shared and every chance we've had to grow. I'll take the best of them with me and lead by their example wherever I go. Because as we've always said, once a Panther, always a Panther. It's our time to shine. Let's show the world what the class of 2014 has to offer. Thank you and good luck.
Thanks, Jessica. Our next speaker, Miss Stephanie Anderson.
Tough to follow there. Today we walk across the stage taking the final step. We're ready for our futures to start, but we cannot forget where we came from. 5 years ago, most of us came into West as scared little 8th graders, knowing nothing about what high school or life was like. Up until then, most of our parents had done everything for us, taking us to school, sports, random hobbies, paying for us to go to the dances and that roller rink down the road. And then plenty of us hadn't had a job. High school was a wake-up call. Turns out we aren't that cool. We actually have to work hard if we want to get somewhere, and nothing's handed to you. Jobs, education, and sports are a huge commitment. No matter what middle schools think, they do not prepare us for high school. And even though high school teaches us things like being organized, punctuality, and a knowledge of a variety of subjects, life is nothing like high school. We'll have to pay for everything, we have to be more responsible, and we need to know how to handle tough things without someone else holding our hands. There are so many things we have to find out on our own. Nobody can tell you about their experiences and expect you not to do it, at least once, maybe twice. Learning is growing up, and making mistakes is what makes us who we are. We mess up over and over, but that's okay. This is the time to worry about you, your future, your ambitions, and what you want. No matter where you go to school, or if this is it, most of our experiences will be the same. You'll run into people that you used to know, you'll fall in love at least once, you'll lose your mind over something ridiculous, and you'll have stories to tell about the good old days. West has given us so many memories that we will never forget and we will carry through the years. We'll remember Miss Noble's stories and Mrs. Hill's enthusiasm. We'll remember Mr. Nowak's assemblies and all the East-West pride we had. We'll have stories of our crazy teachers and all the stupid things we did because we were kids and we could. And even though there's a lot they don't teach us in class, we learned something. Everyone's something is different because we're all different. Everyone had their own situation and perspective through high school. What I learned from high school is that there are good people in the world. There are people who care about you, and that something has helped me through these crazy and wild years together. There are people that I met who didn't care that I was weird and quirky. They love me just the same, and I have many great memories from high school. But I guess that's what family is. It's the family that we pride over here. Again, once a Panther, always a Panther. So keep in touch, even though you're going to be hours away. Don't just sleep when you come home. Connect with people you know have been there for you, because odds are they do it again. And then return the favor. Have your fresh start, but don't lose the good things that you already have here. I learned what I wanted to pursue in life, and that nobody's opinion is 100% wrong. High school allows you to figure out who you are, who you want to surround yourself with, and form opinions and beliefs of your own. Don't ever let go of that person, because when it comes down to it, you will take yourself farther than anyone else could ever make you go. Congratulations, class of 2014. It's finally our turn.
Thanks, Stephanie. And now our final speaker, Ms. Leah Hart.
I would like to start off by saying, welcome, family, friends, and fellow classmates. I always thought of school as a race. You must run to the finish line, and commencement was the finish line. But in my recent learning, commencement doesn't just mean the end. It simply means the beginning. So we are here to start the beginning of our lives. Most of you guys have been at West since 8th grade. And I say most of you guys because I came from Chatfield and joined West as a freshman. But me being at West has changed my life. The memories I will be leaving with are indescribable. I will admit, when I first came to West, I had a very hard time fitting in. I tried so hard to make friends because I didn't know many people coming from such a small school. The more I tried, I drove the people I cared about deeply away. And as the years went on, I realized I just needed to be myself. My junior and senior years, I went to Ed Tech. And Ed Tech wasn't just a class for me or a place to get credits. It was a place where I could do what I love with the people I cared about, who shared the same passion as I do. While I got to know my classmates better, they turned out not only to be my best of friends, but we became a family from many different schools. And just like West is a family, even though we are all in different classes or cliques, when it comes down to it, West is the biggest family there is, and like siblings, we fight. Wes has taught me to be myself, to fight for what I believe, to try my hardest, to accomplish my goals, and to live life to the fullest. And at this time, I would like to thank all the people in our life who have helped us get to this point. Family, friends, teachers, and people that aren't here with us today. So thank you for standing by us and helping us further reach our goals. So Lapeer last class of 2014, we made it.
A big thank you to all our speakers as they head back to their seats. We now have a couple of young ladies who are going to sing. Our first singer will perform a song, the song Your Heart Will Lead You Home by Kenny Loggins, Miss Molly Brown. And I believe her dad is going to accompany her.
Sunny days and starry nights and lazy afternoons. You're counting castles in the clouds and humming little tunes. But somewhere right before your eyes, the summer fades away and everything is different. And everything has changed. If you feel lost and on your own and far from home, you're never alone, you know. Just think of your friends, the ones who care. They all will be waiting there with love to share, and your heart will lead you home. Funny how a photograph can take you back in time to places and embraces that you thought you left behind. They're trying to remind you that you're not the only one, and no one is an island when all is said and done. If you feel lost and on your own and far from home, you're never alone, you know. Just think of your friends, the ones who care. They all will be waiting there with love to share, and your heart will lead you home. There'll come a day when you're losing your way and you won't know where you belong. They say their home is where the heart is, so follow your heart. where you belong. I know your heart will lead you home.
Thank you, Molly. Again, accompanied by her dad, Mr. Mike Brown. Our next singer, Miss Gabby Green, will come to the stage or come up to the microphone. She'll be singing "Footprints in the Sand" by Leanna Lewis.
Walk with me, footprints in the sand, and help me understand where I'm going. Walk with me when I was all alone, with so much unknown along the way. Heard you say, I promise you I'm always there. When your heart is filled with sorrow and despair, I'll carry you when you need a friend. You'll find my footprints in the sand. I see my life flash across the sky. So many times have I been so afraid. And just when I thought I lost my way, you gave me strength to carry on. That's when I heard you say, I promise you I'm always there. When your heart is filled with sorrow and despair, I'll carry you when you need a friend. You'll find my footprints in the sand. When I'm weary, well, I know you'll be there, and I can feel you when you say, I promise you, well, I'm always there. When your heart is filled with sadness and despair, oh, I'll carry you when you need a friend. You'll find my footprints in the sand. When your heart is full of sadness and despair, I'll carry you when you need a friend. You'll find my footprints in the sand. Ooh, Thank you.
Miss Gabby Green, accompanied by Mr. Tom Kaiser. All great highlights. What you've seen, all great highlights, but here we are, finally, the highlight of the event. Members of the Board of Education and Mr. Matt Wandry, On behalf of the staff of Lapeer West High School, I hereby affirm that these students have fulfilled every requirement of the state of Michigan and the Lapeer Community School District and are therefore entitled to receive their diplomas conferred to them on this fine day. Senior class teacher, Mrs. Shelley Hill, and staff member, Ms. Shar Cornell, will be reading the names of our graduates that presented their diplomas by the school board members and Mr. Matt Wandry. Honor guards, let's come forward.
Kiera Janaea Abcombe. Justin Allen Abdelhak. Alexis Michelle Amante. Stephanie Rose Anderson. Michaela Lynn Antonelli. Alisa Jean Bader. Sydney Ryan Bannister. Alex Carol Barber. Krista Lane Barnett. Alyssa Kathleen Barnhart.
Carly Ray Bartholomew. Megan Elizabeth Bastian. Bradley Boyd Bell. Holly Marie Bellinger. Matthew Conley Blanton. Caitlin Elizabeth Bosky. Kara Lynn Bosky. Chandler Storm Boyce. Devin Shea Bradley. Drew Allen James Bradshaw.
Nathaniel Sean Brasher. Kaylin Marie Britt. Lucas James Brote. Madison Lee Brooks. Trevor Benjamin Brodsky. Molly Elizabeth Brown. Timothy Joseph Brown. Jennifer Louise Bruce. Austin Tyler Bruns. Caitlin Marie Burley.
Devin Lauren Burns. Kaylin Ann Buzzle. Sarah Jean Marie Calvert. Daniel Franklin Capilano. Victoria Harris Carlson. Alex Norman Carpenter. Rachel Checky. Allie Ann Shanaki. Samantha Jean Chenard. Amanda Key Christner.
Jerica Lynn Clemens. Garrett Lee Clements. Chase Ryan Coudray. Mark Anthony Cox. Jessica Lynn Craig. April Michelle Crow. Samantha Diane Cunningham. Saranda Mary Simon. Alina Miriam DeBabina. Joseph Allen Danzer.
Joseph Francis Daniels. Heather Lorraine Darnell. Madison Nicole Deering. Sarah Marie Debian. Lacey Alexis Dursa. Malik Brent Deverell. Samantha Madison Diaz. Devin Elizabeth Deem. Grace Marie Dorsey. Anna Corinne Dunmeyer.
Since 8th grade, I've known that. Alex Mackenzie Ish. Daniel Joseph Elliott. Kevin Lorenz Essenmacher. Isabel Amelia Fahim. Cassidy Ray Fenslow. Jessica Ann Finch. Cody James Scott Firmingham. Terry Raymond Forgione. Abby Lorraine Forrest. Tanner Michael Foster.
Zachary Philip Francis. Jason Daniel Frick. Jacob Ronald Fritz. Faith Mary Marie Garrison. Emma Lee Gaeta. Alexandra Ann Gould. Gabrielle Kathleen Green. Kelly Anna Greenman. Shelby Renee Griffin. Braylon Gutierrez.
Eric Joseph Job Gutman. Shelby May Gwynn. Trey Patrick Hagan. Bradley Herman Hagedon. Jesse Christian Harris. Nicholas Douglas Harris. Leah Marie Hart. Brandon Philip Hardig. Seth Lucas Harvey. Stephanie Marie Harrett.
Cole Thomas Heathcock. Taylor Christine Heilig. Carrie Lynn Heckel. Colton Bo Hunter Hill. Tyler Henry Hill. Holly Lynn Hintz. Alexander Riley House. Madison Elaine Howard. Matthew John Hunyadi. James Robert Jones.
Justin Michael Jones. Ryan Williams Jones. Chanda Marie June. Jeremy James Kellish. Shawnee Lynn Kamika. Mackenzie Tony Kalvakian. Lucas James King. Corey Tyler Kingsbury. Rachel Marie Knuth.
John Jacob Kopp. Justin James Kruger. Jessica Nicole Laidler. Joseph Dale Lang. Carrie Ann Lanier. Chance Devlin Leonard. Alexandra Jane Lewis. Mallory Christina Love. Jacob Daniel Luckett. Jesse Remington Luckett.
Travis J. Lusignan. Jacob Lewis Mahoney. Jeremy Paul Mayer. Kane Miles Manny. Stephen Louis Marinelli. Allie Renee Martin. Victoria Ann Martindale. Cameron Scott Mass. Sarah Janine McCarter. Nicholas Moyer McCormick.
Lucas Gerald McFall. Gregory David McGarry. Carly Charlotte McClellan. Michael Allen McTaggart. Miranda Jacqueline Minowski. Garrett Arthur Miller. Morgan Muriel Miller. Gregory Ryan Mobley. Shane Kenneth Moore. Jacob Daniel Mowen.
Jordan Chester Neal. Michael Stevens Nelson. Emily Judith Newman. Katie Elizabeth Newton. Matthew Austin O'Brien. Claire Kathleen O'Toole. Francesca Rose Ortega. Taylor Christine Osentoski. Heather Elizabeth Osip. Margaret Karen Paris.
Lauren Elise Peterman. Bradley Anthony Pfeiffer. Matthew Wayne Place II. Mary Rose Prue. Cody James Putnam. Noah James Raymond. Jonathan Robert Ryan. Joshua Scott Ryan. Jacqueline Lee Richards. Kelvin Douglas Roberts.
Andrew Edward Rourke. Ashley May Rourke. Brandon Scott Robertson. Nicole Marie Robison. Kelsey Ann Rogers. Brandon Hugh Ross. Olivia Ann Rubik. Ryan Blake Running. Nanase Sakagawa. Hannah Elizabeth Schlaud.
Tyler Nicholas Schrader. Paul Donald Schroeder. Joshua Allen Schaefer. Hunter David Sherrard. Kyle Michael Sinka. Alec Matthew Skalecki. Christina Lynn Smith. Nicholas Dean Smith. Noah Daniel Smith. Brent Patrick Musi Sali.
Kirsten Marie Sorensen. Jason James Suter. Taylor Elizabeth Sprexel. Laura Ann Stack. Brendan Nicholas Stocker. Cody James Stone. Zachary Thomas Story. I gotcha. Stephanie Lynn Stothers. Logan Joseph Stover. Sean Michael Sullivan.
Tristan Lane Tackman. Kristen Mariah Thompson. Holly Brooke Thompson. Kylie Marie Thompson. Hope Elizabeth Tim. Skylar Elaine Tolfree. Rebecca Marie Travis. Alisa Renee Tucker. Michael Joseph Tuckfield. Melanie Caitlin Turner.
Nathan William Turner. Heather May Tazinski. Morgan Lynn Utley. Javen Dale Van Wagner. Rollin Philip Wagner. Madison Marie Walker. Emily Louise Waters. Jonathan Michael Weingartz. Allison Grace Weisel. Mackenzie Renee Welker.
Trenton Hunter Wellstead. Leah Marie West. Samuel Edward Wilbur. Raven Lee Winnie. Jasmine Rose Winslow. Thomas J. Wise. Michael Lee Wise Saunder. Titus Ray Wise Saunder. Christopher Antonio David Woodcomb. Sydney Elise Warden. Elizabeth Grace Welch.
Graduates, let's stand up, please. Now, with your left hand, now it's tough, with your left hand, reach across, grab your tassel, and bring that tassel from the right side to the left side. Welcome, class of 2014. Good job, excellent. Honor Guard, let's come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, as we close, I would like to just wish all the graduates good luck in every future endeavor. I would also like to thank all of you for joining us here today and supporting us as you have. And again, as the graduates depart, please everyone just remain seated. At this time, an event like this takes a heck of a lot of planning, and I've been so fortunate to have Ms. Sharon Fisher, my secretary, just work exceptionally hard at this. Thanks, Sharon. Pat Kimbrough's here today working. Rochelle Fritz has put in endless hours. Our main custodian, Craig Irish, works endless hours for this. And the last person I'm going to mention, Mrs. Chris Sarakowski. She's a Lapeer West grad. Her husband's a Lapeer West grad. She's retiring this year. And Chris, I'd like to say from the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of West's heart, thank you so much for all you've done. I'm going to end with words by the transcendentalist poet and essayist Ralph Waldo Emerson. He says, "Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." Class of 2014, be leaders. Don't simply settle to follow. Go out and make us all proud. Thank you for all you've been and all you will be. Please be safe, everyone, on your way back to Lapeer. Thank you.